Top 10 History Essay Topics. Christianization of Northern Europe and Scandinavia. This topic encourages you to explore how Vikings, who inhabited Northern Europe and Scandinavia in the 8th late 11th centuries, converted to Christianity. If you're a fan of the Vikings TV series or Vinland Saga anime series, you can explore whether these artworks accurately depict the process of Christianization of Vikings. Korean War of 1950 to 1953, the first battle of the superpowers. The Korean War was the first major conflict in the Cold War between the U.S. and the Soviet Union. In your essay, you can explore its origins, aftermath, and relationship to the political and ideological confrontation between democracy and communism. The 2008 stock market crash and its influence on the 2010s. The 2008 crisis occurred when a housing bubble, fueled by subprime mortgages, burst and led to the Great Recession. In your essay, you can explore the long-term consequences of the 2008 crisis. Review how it affected the global trade and economy, income inequality, and migration patterns. Why is the Nile River called the Cradle of Civilization? For this topic, you can explore the history of the Egyptian civilization. Consider the importance of the Nile River to various activities of ancient Egyptians, such as farming and transportation. You can also speculate on their many achievements that would not be possible if it were not for the Nile River. Silk Road as a primary route of the Bubonic Plague. The Black Death was the pandemic of the Bubonic Plague, an infectious disease caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis. It occurred between 1347 and 1351 and took the lives of at least 25 million people. One theory suggests that the Silk Road played an essential role in spreading the disease. You can write an essay examining how exactly this trade route could have contributed to the 14th century pandemic. The role of segregation policies in American history. Segregation was a practice of demanding separate education, housing, and other services for people of color. In your paper, you can investigate how segregation policies led to discrimination and oppression of African Americans. Some prominent legislation includes black codes and Jim Crow laws. Similarities between Hitler's and Mussolini's rise to power. The 20th century witnessed many dictators, the most prominent of which were Hitler and Mussolini. The former came to power in Germany in 1933, while the latter became Italy's prime minister in 1922. You can write an essay exploring the similarities between these dictators' rise to power. Consider their populist ideologies, anti-communist and anti-capitalist sentiments, and the use of violence. How did the Spanish Inquisition come to an end? The Inquisition was an institution established by the Catholic Church to punish heresy in Europe and America. In Spain, the Inquisition lasted from 1478 to 1834. You can write a paper examining the causes and the process of the official abolition of the Spanish Inquisition. Italian Mafia history. Here, you can explore the origins and impact of the Italian Mafia. You can start your discussion by studying the Sicilian Mafia, also known as Cosa Nostra, which is considered the first organized crime group of this kind. Then, you can review how the Mafia affected the Italian and global economy and culture. The California Gold Rush. When gold was discovered at Sutter's Mill on January 24, 1848, it incited the largest migration in U.S. history. What motivated people to rush to California? What were the lives and working conditions of the 49ers like? How did the gold rush influence California's development? Explore these questions in your paper.